Good afternoon, Mr. Toastmasters, Director Toasters. My speech title today is Blessed or Cursed by Technology. Let me first ask you a couple questions. How many of you here have a company cell phone? How many of you here have a personal cell phone? Almost everyone. According to a survey in 2013, which was 4 years ago, 91% adults own a cell phone. Do you still remember the day when we didn't have one? My son and I love to read. In the first 6 years of his life, I read to him most of the time. But due to school requirements, he needs to become an independent reader. So he started to read more chapter books with fewer pages in the book. He also needs to get on the computer or any mobile device to read electronic books assigned by school. Everything is within reach nowadays. It struck me hard how technologies affect our daily lives. But what struck me hard the most was reading this book with him, who was Ferdinand Magellan. Do you know who he was? He was one of the explorers of the New World. About 500 years ago, our ancestors looked for a new route for spice trade, which could possibly skip the Arabs as the middleman. My son looked at me. Spices? Why? We get spices from supermarkets. Why did they need to get on the big ship? I get on a plane and fly all the way to Hong Kong, visit Grandma and everybody. That's strange. Magellan needed to bring along some tools and equipment for his exploration. He brought compass, hourglass, cross-staff, maps, and so forth. The GPS will tell you how to get there. You can look at your watch or your phone, it will tell you the time. Why did he need all this? Back then, Magellan also needs to bring along a lot of food and supply, which is 2 years' worth of it, to feed his crew. They brought thousands and thousands of pounds of dried fish, pickled meat. I love salmon. Ew, dry fish. Pickled meat is disgusting. The crew also need to pack along some other supplies and materials in case emergency happen. Back then, in the middle of the sea, you got to be very well prepared and independent. Otherwise, that would be the end of your time in this world. They could call 911, the rescue squad would come and help them. These were just a few things, not only a 7-year-old, but also some people in this and future generations that may never comprehend. It was a few hundred years ago. Let's come back to reality. The first generation of cell phone came out in 1980s. Before the smartphone came out, we remember most of the phone numbers through by either memorizing the phone numbers or wrote them in different forms of paper. Nowadays, when somebody asks you, what's your wife's phone number? Let me check. Do you remember seeing your friend posted on social media Friends, I lost my phone. Please DM me your phone number to me. The first camera phone photograph was sent in 1997, which is about 20 years ago. Nowadays, we have the smartphone. Pretty much, you take the picture with it most of the time. Even if it is not a smartphone, it still has a camera function. In other words, you carry a camera with you 24/7. How many times my son asked me, "Mommy, can you take a picture of me and post it on Facebook?" In the past, the fastest way was making long-distance call. What is long-distance call? I Skype with grandma. Remember the day when you need to look up the dictionary? How many of you here do you still have a dictionary at home? Very good. When or why did you use dictionary back then? When you need to look up the meaning or the correct spelling of a word, you use it. I mentioned earlier, my son needs to go online to read electronic books. At the end of each book, there is a question that he needs to type his answer instead of through multiple choices. He always tells me in advance what he is going to type. So click, 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 click. Mommy, can I click on this one? No, you're going to type the whole word out. I was talking to a parent about her 6th grader. His handwriting was awful. The parents have a hard time to read. So during parent-teacher conference, the parents expressed their concern. The teacher said, "Oh, don't worry about it. Everything, including his homework, will be typed and sent in through the iPad." Problem solved. These are just a few examples of how technology affects us. Are we blessed or cursed? I believe that it is a blessing, but we tend to forget that our ancestors invented paper, writing, to record all the history and knowledge to pass generations after generations. And how we can preserve all these traditions and knowledge, it really depends on the hard work of us. It's the total semester.
Thank you.